I've ever had an issue getting over someone. Yo, do we want to go there? Do you want to go to Feels, Aria? Man, my first girlfriend I was madly in love with. I had a really hard time getting over her. Like, really hard. We dated for years. And but us dating, we weren't monogamous. And I wanted to be monogamous so bad with her. So bad. I had a picture of us in bed together on my phone. And I would practice saying I love you to the picture so I could work up the courage to say it in person. I never worked up the courage. Anyway, I wanted to be monogamous with her. And after years, I finally had it. And I was like, listen, I want it to just be us. When is it gonna just be us? And she gave me this. She was like, Aria. Oh, this music for it, fuck. Aria, I just like sleeping with you. If it's really important to you that we're serious, then I don't think you should do this anymore. After years. Oh man, I spent years, because she told me for years, as soon as she was done with the other person, that it would just be us. It would just be us. And I held out. I held out for years. And so, I didn't sleep with her that night. I didn't. And I held out. I was like, I will never, ever sleep with her again. And I started dating another girl, another great girl. And we went on a weekend trip together. But my ex was there. I broke up with my nice girlfriend so I could sleep with my ex again. Oh man. And then at 18, it was a little bit later and everything. Or was it 19? I don't remember anymore. I was dating someone else again, and she reconnected with me, and she was like, Aria, I want to let you know, I'm different now. I'm different now. I want to be with you now. I can't. I'm like, I can't. And we had like hot, steamy car time. We would draw pictures on the windows of my car with our fingers in the steam. And then it went too far, and I ended it. I ended it this time. Until I was 21, and then I came back again. Oh, I came back. Thirsty as fuck. Newly single at 21. She tells me she has a boyfriend. It's done. It's done though. Hold on, I'm gonna shoot her a text real quick. Hey, hope you're well. Please never watch my stream. Heart. No, we're totally cool now. We're totally cool now. See, I'm gonna send her a picture to be like, we're totally cool. Wait. Oh wait, she's writing back to me. Okay, but I'm not gonna talk a lot. Okay, I'm gonna stop messaging her. Wait, let's take a picture of chat. How about this? Chat! We're good, right? Yo, who was it that asked me in chat, like, how do you get over people? Well, here's your fucking answer, am I right? Aw, my ex texted back. Holy shit, hold on, I'm gonna do something awful. I'm gonna do something awful right now. Do you guys want me to do something terrible? Oh man. So everybody say hi. Everybody.
Hi.
Can you
refer to me as Pyrate here if you want.
Okay.
If you need a name.
All right, we're gonna call her Pyrate.
Have you told them how we met?
I have. I don't know if they remember. I want to hear your recollection of it, though. Can you tell them? Because I've told them my version of the story. I want to hear your version.
So there's actually, the thing is that I met you online before I met you in real life.
Yes.
Which is so weird.
I didn't tell them that part. I didn't tell them.
So she used to have a forum or a specific page dedicated on Gaia Online. And she, what was it? It was a cafe, right?
It was a restaurant. It was Aria's restaurant.
It was just like a general hangout for people. And a lot of my friends in middle school were also hanging out there. And I'm like, what's this? Wait, she lives in my town? That's weird. And so kind of became friends that way. But I actually met her in person when we were doing a youth theater thing together.
Yes.
And we stuck out like sore thumbs. That made for a great union of sorts.
When I told them this story, I told them that you had the most lesbian job as like being like the lights and everything for theater.
The tech?
Yeah, like the lights and tech and everything. And I had no idea that you at the time, I don't know if you remember this, you put your phone number in my phone, didn't you? And I didn't even know about it.
Was a much more forward person than I am now.
I didn't even know until later, and then I found it on my phone and everything. I was like, oh shit, wait, it's been months. Can I still hit her up and everything?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Real sly slipped into those DMs.
Yeah.
So subtle.
You're like out of everyone I've dated, I feel like you're the only one that's been on like beyond me in forwardness. Am I wrong in saying that?
When I was younger, especially, I was very, very kind of aggressive, but I just felt like more people were down to clown when they were younger. I don't know. I got a lot of the experimental stage out of a lot of people, and I've always kind of been on the outside of like the queer relationship. I don't know. I don't. Even when I'm in a girl-girl relationship, I like don't refer to it as a lesbian relationship.
You don't. It was so
deeply bisexual and like absolutely focus on like that as an identity because I feel like the B's are so overlooked. I mean, they're making a comeback. They're making a comeback. People are talking about us. I was real happy when Obama shouted us out. That felt great, but.
Being bisexual is really fucking hard because there was so much pressure to be like on one side of the fence, and I even pressured you, I think, to be on one side of the fence and everything too back then and everything.
I have been pressured to be on one side of the fence by both sexes. It happens regardless.
You've always had like that, like you're not masculine but you are masculine. You know what I mean? Like you are not outwardly masculine, but you do that stuff where it's like, oh man, she tough stuff, you know what I mean?
I'm an honorary one of the boys, but I look great in a dress. So, I don't know, it kind of goes both ways. I like being the quote-unquote, like, male, I guess, stereotype in a relationship, especially, like, in my same-sex relationships, I tend to fit the more provider role. I don't know, that feels wrong to gender.
You are very dominant. I would say. Yeah. You're very dominant.
With women.
With women.
But with men, I'm just like, I'm weird. But I've also been dating really effeminate men. So, like, I've been kind of dominant in those relationships in my 20s.
I went into a very dramatic story of, like, how hard it was for me to get over you over, like, years and everything. And how even at 21, I tried to hit you up when you were in a relationship and everything. Like, do you remember that? when you came
I'm
over?
pretty sure I kept coming around. Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, is this the opportunity? Like, is this? And you were always like dating someone. I was like, fuck, I tried it.
Yeah.
Tried it.
I have opened the door to open relationships. Like, I don't know. I've been in a number of open relationships now, so it's one of those things where it's just the timing's never right. And I really like people, so I do my very best to love and to focus on individuals, no matter where they are in my life and who they are, as long as I care about them.
By the way, I tell a lot of ex stories on stream, but like 50% of them involve you. So that's why I was just like, fuck it tonight. I'm just gonna text her. I feel like you're the only one that would be willing to like come on and everything too. I try to not say names at all, so heads up. So
no, I know, and you've told me some of your code names for me before that I always have to go.
Can I say
that.
it? When I
Is
used
it
to...
AP? I'll do it.
Yes, it is. It fucking is.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, say it. Go ahead. Tell him. Say no, it's you.
No, it feels
Please.
weird.
No, it's funny. Please tell. I want to hear from your mouth. Please say it from your mouth. What I've called you on stream before. What girl?
So apparently, I have the finest hair of anyone that she's ever been with, and she refers to me as angel pubes. So for anyone that has been around and has heard that name, now you have a voice for the name.
Oh my gosh, give me a second, please. Oh, I need to come down for a second. I'm dying right now. I'm dying from this. Oh gosh, I want to answer Luigi's question because you actually said something really nice to me before. I don't know if you remember, but it stuck with me because you're the only one that ever said it.
I would love to hear it because I try to give good compliments.
You gave the nicest compliment, and you're the only person that's ever said this to me. When you were the first person to like see me down there and everything. And I was nervous, like, shaking like a chihuahua. Do you remember that? Like,
Yes.
I shook like a fucking chihuahua, like me right now and everything. I'm, like, naked, just shaking, like, and anyway.
It's an awkward experience.
It was scary. And, you said to me, though, and this stuck with me, you said, it's cute.
Aww.
And that was the sweetest thing, and no one else ever said that. And I appreciated that.
You know what? Some of those people they don't know what they're missing out on. They don't know what they had.
You got those smooth moves.
Yeah, Aria has a cute penis. What is steamed hams a running joke for you guys?
I hate it. No, please don't feed into that. Please ignore any steamed.
I'm just curious more than anything.
One second, I gotta save this, and then I'm up for free draw. 1 second.
Hi, my name is Aria Blarg, and steamed hams is my favorite meme of all time.
Stop it! Don't post these things, please!
Oh my god, that's amazing.
Oh,
No.
gosh.
Post more. That was genius.
Oh gosh, Etheron is like the king of memes.
Dude, this force meme is amazing because you hate it so
I
much.
hate it so much.
Good.
We had such a long, like, spiel, is what I'm gonna call it. A spiel for a long...
We've known each other longer than half of our life.
Oh my gosh, wait.
Yeah,
I've known... Oh my gosh.
I don't know what I could say that's horribly embarrassing about you that you might not have already told them.
Yeah, I'm pretty open about everything.
Yeah.
Wait, I told them about... Do you remember this? Do you remember the time when I asked you to come to my dad's and I tried to, like, seduce you?
Oh yeah, we watched Jacob's Ladder.
I don't even remember, Jacob. Every movie we watched together, I don't remember. I want you to know that. Do you remember us drunkenly playing Scrabble? I was thinking, I'm gonna get something. Do you remember this?
Yes. Yeah,
And but I am not as linguistic as my ex here and everything. And she kicked my ass. And only I was butt naked. You only got your shirt off, right? I think you were still in bra and everything, right?
Yeah, I was pretty much entirely clothed in our stripped Scrabble game.
And do you remember I wrapped myself up in the blanket and I tried to seductively walk towards you and I tripped and I just stayed on the floor instead of getting up again? Do you remember that? Because that is burned in my memory.
I do, in fact, also remember that, yeah.
I was so intimidated by you. It was crazy. And that's why, like, when I was 21 and you were, like, dating someone else, I'm like, I'm gonna go back to this. I'm gonna be all confident and everything, and I'm gonna be so cool. And then it was like, oh, wait, no, I'm not at all.
Well,
Fuck.
I felt really bad when I broke up with you, because, again, I broke up with you when, I was seeing, what should I call him? I don't know, we'll just call him Assface, because that's the first thing that came to my head, apparently. And I don't think too highly of him, as you can maybe tell.
Wait, I want to know if we remember this the same, because I have a memory of this, and I'm curious about how similar these two are.
I was dating this guy, and the relationship was kind of new, and I had been seeing Aria off and on. And it was one of those things where I was still kind of young and dumb. I didn't realize that people could be upset with, someone being in a secondary relationship, even if it's with a person of the same sex. I just assumed that all men found that hot, and I was like, this'll work out. And then when he found out about Aria, he was like really, really upset with me.
I never heard about this. I never heard this.
Well, it's one of those things that sounds horrible. Like, I'm not going to tell someone.
By the way,
like,
I'm gonna draw you from back then and everything. I hope that's okay. How I recollect.
God, what did it look like back then to you?
It's gonna be like an animated, like a cartoon style. So please, just keep talking. I'm just drawing you for it.
So you gave me the ultimatum. It was you or him, and I was an idiot, and I saw him all the time, so I picked him over you at the time.
You did not tell me this. You did not tell me this.
But it was one of those things where I'm just like, I don't know how to have a relationship with this girl, and I didn't want to make it feel like I was using you, so I just severed ties.
What I remember is I remember you coming over and everything, and I remember I remember pressing you into being like, so are we ever gonna be like something or what? And you told me, I don't know if you remember this, you told me that you liked being physical with me, but nothing was ever gonna happen there. And I was shot down. Do you remember that? Yeah, that's
it.
No, it's okay. It's totally you're right and everything. It was totally you're right.
So what's funny is that, like, back in that day, I wasn't really talking with my family about, like, my sexual identity, and it was something that I was really kind of keeping to myself. And I decided that once I kind of had that ultimatum from my then boyfriend, I decided to reach out to my sister and start talking to her. And she basically told me, no, you're not actually bi. That's just a phase, and you'll get over it. Like, you can't actually envision yourself, like, marrying a woman, like, settling down. And so I tried really hard to try and picture what that life would look like for me in the future. And because I didn't really have too many examples for what a healthy female, lesbian relationship could look like, I just didn't know how to form that. So, I don't know. So I picked the thing that seemed easier for me to do, like, societally. I was 15, and despite my wannabe punk, like, full punk nature,
I'm drawing your wannabe.
A lot of pressure to be something else that I wasn't, and I routinely made the mistake of making the decision to appease either family members or people that I was trying to impress. And I deeply regret a lot of those decisions that I made. So if someone's pressuring you and you're not feeling it, it's okay to step back and say that you can accept their thoughts and move on with something else. That's the best spiel I can get into right now, is just, you got to do what you need to do for yourself, and sometimes you just have to tune everybody else out. I've made a lot of poor decisions for other people, and it's my life.
I'm drawing a very dramatic reenactment of... Sorry. I think I had long hair back then. Actually, I think I cut it at that point, so let me do my...
No, you had long hair back then.
In the beginning I had long hair, but then I cut it off.
I thought you cut it, like, right after.
No. I remember, because at one of my points when I tried to get over you, because you told me I had pretty hair at one point, and I was trying to get over you, so I cut it off. And then I remember getting back, and I was so worried, because we had a lot of, like, in and out at times and everything, so I tried a lot of things to cope. You were my first love, and it was very, very dramatic for me, and that's why I'm trying to, like, show it in this image of what I looked like back then.
You were the cutest thing back
no,
then.
I wasn't. I was
yeah,
not.
Oh my God.
I was
No,
like shaking around you 24/7. I was so nervous around you.
Think of you in your like Hot Topic skirts
Fucking
with
hell.
your black and white striped top with all the ribbons down the back, which I've pretty much bought an exact replica of in my adulthood. So there you go.
How many times was I like tearful with you? Like, oh my gosh, like overwhelmed with like feelings and everything. Yeah, she saw like the most embarrassing sides of me, of like full on like me bawling myself and everything. I can honestly say that I have looked the most desperate while pursuing her.
I like how she's like, I was this awkward little like
I was!
duckling and nobody like liked me or was friends with me. It's like, no, she had like a lot of friends and I thought she was like super cool. Like everybody loved her.
No, that is not true.
Like,
that is not true.
Like,
no.
Get people to like me like they like
No.
Aria. Nice and friendly and everyone loves her. And
Oh
I'm
my
just a piece of
gosh.
shit. All I do is get angry.
Oh my god. I will have you know. Do you remember when you were working at, I can see where you used to work, Ben Franklin's, right? And I would bring my friends over just to think you were cool, just because I wanted you to think I was cool. I would like.
Okay, well, it worked because I thought you were cool.
Yeah, that was my manipulation tactic. I used that, and I was like, she's gonna think she's gonna think I'm so fucking cool. She's gonna want to call me, and I'm gonna pretend I'm not even here to like see her right now. I'm here to get this art craft supply, and I'm buying this paintbrush because I need this fucking paintbrush right now. And hello, this is my friend who is also attractive. And here, let me show you like ambiguous nature of my friend and everything. Yeah.
God, this is that Pisces shit.
Do you remember me being like scared to even like hold your hand? Do you remember that at all? I remember that was Battle Royale, and it was like, this is my chance. This is my fucking chance. I'm so scared. It was so cringy. It was so cringy, guys.
Oh man, we're back to the anime is trash. I just remembered I forgot to answer that. Anime in general, I'm okay with animation, so I'm always excited for it. But in general, I think anime can largely be trash.
It is.
But I do watch some anime that I enjoy, but I don't think it's for everybody, and I don't recommend it to people. Except for like Cowboy Bebop and like, you know, classic shit that transverses a couple other genres that I think could rope in a general viewer.
You cannot say this without admitting that we went to Fanime.
Yeah. I was actually kind of gonna lead into that.
Okay, please continue then. Please continue.
How old were we? We were young.
We did it multiple times. What's that? Oh yeah, yes, I remember.
Also was from our hometown for no good reason.
Yes, I remember.
And then, in his trench coat, just magically whipped out a bottle of Grey Goose, and we're like, I couldn't have been older than 16 at the time, and I'm just like, this is the coolest night of my life. So fucking stupid. I remember us playing elevator games. That was the best.
That was okay. You could tell elevator game story because I'm just gonna doodle while you do it real quick. What we used to do.
There was 4 of us that were hanging out when we went to Fanime, and we decided that we were tired of walking the con floor and that we just wanted to hang out in our hotel's elevator. So we'd get in the elevator, and then we'd face our nose into the corner. So when someone would enter in, they'd just see the back of like 4 girls in each corner post. And what would happen is that as the elevator was going up and down, we'd have a system of knocks on the wall, so we'd know which way to rotate. And we'd all, without turning to the inside of the elevator, would shift from corner to corner to mess with people. And then, God...
We did that for hours. So you don't try to make your friends watch weird lesbian incest anime like Aria does?
I do not.
Yo! But we watched Night Shift Nurses together. You can't deny that.
And I do really like going to the hentai room at Fanime and shouting shit. Like, Mystery Science Theater in a room full of perverts watching really bad anime, like erotic anime, is hilarious.
It was great. People don't understand how funny it is to watch porn with other people.
I cosplayed from Bible Black one year. Like, what am I talking about?
What's your advice for a man? Any advice? For any
love
man.
advice or just in general? Just treat everybody with respect. If she stalked me after I rejected her,
Oh wait,
I didn't catch on. I'm pretty oblivious.
Yo.
I mean, we'd still hang out. We still had common friends.
Yeah.
No, I do not have kids. I am single and looking to mingle.
I stalked a little. I'll be upfront on that. I stalked a little, but I didn't
I'm not
stalk.
terribly surprised knowing you, but like I also didn't notice at the time, and like
It was
definitely
subtle.
wasn't like a creep factor.
Man, I don't even know if I want to admit to you some of the stuff I did. I don't even want to admit. I don't want to admit.
Statute of limitations is up, so I'm not gonna take you to court over it unless, of course, you said that you like took photos of me with a telephoto.
No, I
lens
didn't.
for the bedroom
Do you
window.
want to hear? I will tell you the cringiest thing about me during that time that you do not know. And I told it on stream. It's the only reason I'm going to tell you this. This is going to be the cringiest thing. Okay?
Yeah.
Are you ready? This is embarrassing for me. This is like I never
am
like.
so
This is
ready.
so disgusting. This is so disgusting what I did. So you would like never have like any kind of photos of you available and everything. Don't worry. The photo I had was a photo I took of like you when you were in like my bed. You were aware of the photo. It's not like I did a secret photo type of thing. And I would practice confessing my feelings to the photo.
Oh
To
my
work up the
God.
courage to say it to you, and I never ever did. I never
You
like.
tiny adorable child.
No,
I
it's
wanna, like,
disgusting.
sweep you up in
It's
my arms,
disgusting.
kiss your forehead.
It's
Oh my God,
disgusting.
you sweet darling child.
It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Disgusting. I cringe every time I remember. I'm like, oh, it was so bad.
It's not that bad.
It was really bad. It was really bad.
That's better than like you drawing a stick figure of me, and you're just like, oh yes, I nailed it. It's perfection, and you like made out with it, and like stuck your tongue through the paper. Like that
No.
would be weird.
No, I
But, like,
didn't.
You're like just trying to find a way to have a conversation. That's okay. You were practicing. That's cute. That's fine.
it was
You're
so
a
bad.
darling child.
It was so bad. Oh. What's your advice for a 20-year-old dude to spit game?
If you're just looking to mac on some ladies, just get clean cut. If you can get a suit, I mean, I know a suit's
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot, especially
suits.
at a young age, but
Suit.
suits on dudes is like lingerie on ladies.
It
I try
is.
to tell everybody that.
I
It's
like-
totally true.
Are you a stubble? I don't. We've both grown so much. I don't know what you're into it anymore, but I'm like fucking body hair and stubble on a dude. That's
Yeah,
I'm like
yes.
uh-huh.
All I want. And it was so funny because
Yeah.
for the longest time I was dating a whole string of men that were completely incapable of growing any form of facial hair, but I was insistent that they do. And so the second that we break up, they all lose a mustache and everyone feels better. So some people have been very mad at me for the pathetic mustaches that I have brought into this world on request alone.
By the way, to go back to that the conversation earlier of our breakup, do you remember what happened after our breakup at all? I feel like we've had multiple breakups, but like the breakup
We
where
kinda have.
yeah, we had a dramatic time. Like you were like, I tried to like date other girls, but I struggled because I was like way too into it. And do you remember, because we had broken up at this point and then we went to Fanime and I was dating another person.
Yes.
Yes, we had like officially ended things at that point. And so I was like, we're going on this weekend thing, and I'm like, I'm gonna show off my new girlfriend, and everything is fine. Do you remember this or no?
I have some memories of this,
Some
but
memory?
they're definitely not going to be the same that you have.
Oh wait, no, please tell me your
No,
recollection, please.
No, I'm just remembering things that happened at that fanime more than our what was going on between. Oh, wait, now I remember. Now I remember where you're leading with this.
We had ended things at this point because you made it clear to me that we would not have anything further than a physical thing, and I felt like I wanted more and all that. We agree on this?
Yes.
Yes, and we did not engage at all, but we in like that kind of way since until then, correct?
Correct.
I started dating a girl. What do you want to call her?
Well, is it who I'm thinking of?
Let's call her Marissa. Marissa?
Yes, okay.
Yeah, we're talking. Okay,
talking about the same thing.
okay,
Yeah,
okay.
gotcha.
Yeah, Marissa. I was dating Marissa. Yeah, we were like holding hands and everything, and trying to be like blah 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 in front of you and everything. I don't remember what you said, but something stuck with me. I can't remember what it was now. Where you like totally called me out on not being into her. Am I wrong about this?
No, that is correct.
Yeah.
I do remember that because you were making such a big show of it.
I'm sorry.
Making such a big show
I
of her.
was-
Well, I mean, like, it didn't even really affect me. It's just, like, a thing that is obvious. It's one of those things where it's like one of these things is not like the other one. One of them is trying too hard.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I
You
was-
don't have to apologize.
I
Back
was
in the day,
thirsty.
whatever.
And then I think I made it to like day 2, where I sat down with my with Marissa, and I was like, listen, this is not working out. Like day 2 of the weekend, I break up with her.
I wish I could say that that was the only time where a situation like that has transpired in my life, but it's totally not. I've had like 2 or 3 of those times where I'm like hanging out with somebody and like they're into me, but I'm not really into them. So they bring someone else around to like catch my eye again. And I'm like, but you're not into them, so what are you doing?
Hey now, but I will point out that stuff happened.
Stuff did happen.
So let's not make it sound like
I understand.
Like,
I'm just stating for the record that
Okay.
like, that's not the first and only time in which I have hung out with somebody and there's been tension, as it were. And
yeah, like the slightest bit of tension happened between us, and I just threw my ex to the wolves, just like, done, away baggage, away. I need to try to get some, and
you did.
I did. I got some. We never played games together, did we?
We played
With
games a
WarioWare.
little
We
bit.
played WarioWare with like my
Yeah,
friends
it wasn't
and everything.
anything serious.
Yeah.
I'd watch you play games sometimes over at your place.
Did you?
We
I don't
mostly,
even
but
remember.
we mostly watched movies and
That
read,
I have-
read your manga sometimes.
No, please don't tell them about that, please.
Oh yeah, she was a wee.
Ah! Oh, it hurts.
You want to talk about your J-pop days?
Ah!
I guess it was less J-pop.
It
You were
was-
more into like the horror rock stuff.
Oh gosh, you're outing me so bad right now. You're outing
I
me
mean,
so
if they
bad.
wanted some dirt, that's the dirt.
Okay.
That's what I got for you.
Okay, bring out the dirt. There's some cringy shit, but bring out the dirt. It's okay. It's fair game. It's fair game. I've talked about your pubes on my stream. You are allowed to talk about anything you want. So it's fair game at this point. Oh gosh, this is gonna hurt though. This is gonna hurt.
Well, firstly, we'll back off from that. We'll let you take a breather so you can adjust to the topic again. We'll bring it up naturally.
Gosh.
I've known Aria. She's been a streamer for how long now?
Since I was 19
God,
have you ever watched my
gonna say-
stream? Have you ever?
I have.
You
I
have?
It was back in the day when you were still doing a lot of painting.
Okay.
And I've seen you do a couple game streams. But I remember visiting you when you were in college, and that was when you were really going at it. You were doing it like on the daily. I still have your card from back then.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
I try to like impress you and everything with it. Like, hello, yes, I am professional now.
I'm a professional like Twitch streamer.
Ugh.
I have all of these cool things that you totally don't have, or like no. Didn't you play like Shack Attack that night or something?
Oh,
Like you played something
forgot.
really, really weird, and I'm like, that's okay.
Wait, I forgot. I invited you over for like a party, didn't I?
Yeah.
And I had like, oh man, just a lot of people, or not a lot of, but like a good number of people, and we set up like all this like game stuff and everything, and retro stuff too. So, yeah, that was a
and
part.
then we fell asleep watching King of the Hill.
Yeah. I was trying to get some though, but I failed miserably.
It's so funny because I'm like looking at that drawing they made of me and you like wrote all cool next to it. And I remember when I did that, that was when I dyed like the front chunk of my hair black. And that was shortly after I discovered it looked terrible, and by terrible at the time, I thought I was the coolest bitch on the block.
I
had
loved
like a
it.
1.5 like block of black that went down to about my shoulders, and then I had a mushroom cut in the back with my natural hair color. Like it was.
I remember.
Not a good look.
It's like no. It's like burned into my memory and everything. Did you know? I'm gonna tell you another cringy fact. Did you know I once made a webcomic years ago, and you had a character in it, like based off of you? Did you know that?
I had no idea.
Yeah.
You never told me.
Oh my gosh, it's bad. I never went.
Can you find that
I
shit?
don't.
Can you unearth that?
I don't want to show you because I like. Gosh.
If you show it to me, I'll give you $20. Like I need to see that.
Don't, please.
I'm gonna die unsatisfied because you are gonna refuse to show me this picture. Can you live with that?
I will show you.
Okay. When I die, I'm gonna continue to roll in my grave because you could have done one simple thing.
Listen, I will show you the comic, but I will not show you any art I did on future plans for characters. Is that fair?
I accept this exchange.
You accept it? Okay.
Yeah. Was I like some like big titty bitch?
Oh
like...
gosh. I don't want to show you. I don't want to show you, please.
Oh, come on. Be a dear.
So, okay, you did not have big tits in the comic yet. But I had plans.
See, I knew that was coming. That's why you're not going to show me the future plans for characters, because the boobies went too crazy.
They did. They went too crazy, and I refuse to show you that image. You look grumpy and big-titted as fuck, though. I will admit that. You look like
all we ever wanted to be when I was a teenager. The thing is that you keep saying, like, creeping, but, like, it's oddly endearing.
Is it?
Because I know you. Like, I don't know. It's just, like, knowing you... And I mean, it would be one thing if it's like all erotica, and that would be kind of a little bit weird. But like, I think what you've so far, your creepy things that you at least admitted to are endearing to me, at least. I find them quite cute.
It's all on my old DeviantArt, but if I send you it, you're gonna find your character for your future planned character, and I'm just like cringing even looking at it.
Dude, I'm in love already. This is hilarious.
No, it's not hilarious. It is not hilarious. It is awful. Pyrate here has read my comics I made as a kid, and you're like the only person that's really read my old comics that I used to make. So the fact that she brought that up, and then I'm telling her I made a comic about her, like, it's like the most...
And you never told me all of these years. What do I look like now to you?
What? Oh, probably like the future drawing, which I don't, I mean, you could see it, but I don't want you to see it. I don't want you to go to it, because it's on the same thing, but please don't click on it, please, because you are
doing my very best not to. But please. The more that you tell me not to, it's like reverse psychology, and it's almost like you're implying that I should.
Listen. Pyrate here has big titties, and I still remember that comment. Do you remember that comment you made to me that one time we were being intimate, where you're like, we're like an anime trope? Do you remember that?
Oh my god, yeah. Well, I mean, that's all I ever wanted when I was young. And I still go for that. Like, it's so sad. I'm a 5'2" woman, and the only woman I'm really attracted to. I mean, I'll find women that are taller than me attractive, right? But I like shorter women. And I like shorter women with, like, a smaller bust. And I wanted to be, like, 5'8" to, like, 5'10", just the biggest boobs for days, and just be the ultimate Yuri couple. Like, that's all I ever wanted.
You said that to me while we were being, like, intimate and everything, and it always, that's, like, burned into my brain. I just wanted a big titty goth chef. Oh my gosh. Pyrate, what would you like me to draw? 'Cause I'll draw it.
Draw us the last time we hung out. Okay.
Did
so
you
I read the rest of your comic.
No, yeah. you see a little bit of my perspective back then on how I felt. I also had a Marissa character too that I had plans to be like totally disinterested in and everything, but you see her and all that, and it's bad. It's bad. It's so bad, and I'm so sorry. Please don't hate me.
Oh my god, you like doubled the size of my bust.
Fuck! I'm sorry.
sorry.
I'm
I'm
so
jealous.
sorry.
I'm jealous of this interpretation of future that version of me. You taught me how to make like the girliest drink. Like that was how I got women in college.
My green drink? Are you talking about my green drink right now?
Uh-huh. The Apple Jolly Rancher.
Apple Jolly Rancher, Midori, Sprite, and vodka. Like,
Oh my god.
I remember dancing on the pool table. Did we have that when we were dancing on the pool table, or am I thinking of a different one?
No, that was that night, and we were like listening to like the Aqua Teen Hunger Force movie soundtrack. Like that was the background music to our flirtations that evening.
Fuck. I still remember my dad walking in and me throwing a blanket on you. Do you remember that?
I do.
Yeah. I was like, fuck, Dad!
There's been a couple awkward moments where I've had a blanket tossed atop me.
Is this an accurate representation? Because I think so.
Yeah, it's looking pretty accurate.
Can I ask something? Have you always been able to read me? Because very few, like, have I always been an open book with you? Because you didn't know about how intense my, like, stalking was, so.
Well, that's one of those things where you're not open when someone's at the like the object of your attention, you know what I mean? You're very open with everything else, though.
Yeah. I remember being...
You're always really eager to share.
That's so fucking true. I can't even, like... I can't fathom how true that is. It's so real. Sorry.
Well, I think that's kind of the reason why you're here, like, why you're streaming, is that you're just really eager to share, like, not only, like, your spirit, your imagination and your creativity, but like you're just general energy.
Hold up, you hit me with those compliments so hard. Please, can you actually tell me to draw stuff and I will draw like my interpretation? Cause you can see it through my eyes.
Do you remember what our characters look like on Gaia?
Hold up.
Any of them?
Hold up. I don't remember
I
what
used to do some real embarrassing shit on the internet. So, like, the fact that you've used the same name everywhere is just something I can't even begin to fathom. I'm like, I can't have all of that in a line for someone to realize that that's all the same person.
Do you remember when we Chatrouletted together?
Oh, yeah. How many people? I just like came over to your house. Why were there so many people over there? There was like 5 other people, and then I'm like, hey,
I
guys,
wanted to impress you.
Chatroulette?
I wanted to impress you. So I don't at all remember what your character's outfit was. So you're just getting a T-shirt because I don't remember. But I feel like
you were on it with the hair though.
Yeah, and mine was like, hold on, like I had like
I remember yours exactly. Like, oh my god.
I think mine had like big fucking eyes, like all anime, like and then something like that. Man, this is like me drawing this is kind of like how I felt back then around you, so it's kind of funny. I'm just drawing us in T-shirts. I remember my character had fairy wings though. I do remember that.
You did have fairy wings.
I feel like you had a devil tail. I don't know if I'm right about that, but I feel like
I did have a devil tail. I also would sometimes wear the TV on my head. And I was usually relatively scantily clad, with like some striped leggings on.
Here, I'm gonna put a bikini over your shirt. There, it's you.
Sweet. Sorry, I just had like a flashback of us like going around the mall. That's what we did when we hung out. We'd like go to the mall and like walk around and not like really buy anything in particular. It was just to kind of get out of the house, and then we'd go back to yours. Sometimes your mom would take us to Blockbuster.
I remember Blockbuster. Whenever people mention Blockbuster, I think of us picking out movies and not really watching them. That's like what I associate Blockbuster with. That's like burned in my brain. Blockbuster was.
You introduced me to Thumb Wars.
I hate that. I hate
Thumb movie.
I hate that. I hate that.
Oh my god, can you please draw me meeting a pirate with a pie? Like, that is perfection.
With a pie. You don't know what pie means in this chat.
Pie.
You don't know what this
but I make pies all the time.
I know.
You make it an actual pie. What does pie mean in your chat?
I'm sorry, but you kept going, and I'm sorry for what it means in my chat. I'm sorry.
I am so eager to know.
Baking pies is a euphemism in my chat for masturbating.
Well, that's true too.
So what am I drawing? Tell me, please.
So it's gonna be me, like in like a 50s outfit, holding a pie with like steam coming out, and then it's gonna be a pirate jerking it.
He's so happy to be getting a pie.
Dude, it's like the best thing to get after you orgasm. Like, it's just the best food.
Can I tell you another cringy thing? I used to have a ringtone just for you to try to get me to not answer the phone.
What?
Cause yeah, I know. Cause I was like so desperate for your attention that I gave you your own ringtone to try to be like, to try to like talk me into not answering the phone if you ever called. I never did it. I always answered. But one time you were over and you were trying to help me find my phone and you called it. And I freaked out because I was worried you were going to hear the lyrics, and I was freaking out. I just remembered that.
I do not recall internalizing any of the lyrics, so I must not have picked up.
No,
on
you
that.
didn't. You didn't hear it. I caught it in time.
Yeah, what was the ringtone?
It was I think it was called Backstabber by Dresden Dolls. Even though you weren't a backstabber, I just was like, I had a lot of feelings and stuff, and that's how I channeled it and everything. That's how I channeled it.
You actually did that a lot. You did that, I remember there was quite a few songs that you would tell me about that had some, deep emotional impact for you.
I've always been such an emotional person. It is awful.
I generally try to keep good relations with people, especially ones that I admire and think are worthy of good things in this world. So, keep it up.
Can you say that again? Can you say that again a little bit louder, please?
Just, you want me to stroke that ego again?
Please.
I think that you are adorable, lovely, and you offer much to this world, and you make it a much positive place. I feel you deserve happiness and goodness for the things that you bring to others.
Okay, now bring me down a little bit, too.
Okay. You're cute. You're not like, the one.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
Oh, that stung. Yeah, chat just recently found out my kink, so I probably shouldn't be like too much. Do you even know my kink? Do you even know my kink? I don't think you know my kink.
You've probably evolved so much from beyond any point in time in which I would know any of that. And
No.
we don't talk about that type of stuff. So
No,
we don't.
It's the same.
That's my question to you.
It's a very submissive kink where I want to be really submissive to the other person, and I like it when they bring me down and bring me back up. And so that's why I was making a joke there and everything. Oh man. Oh man. I don't know if you know how much you fulfilled that kink back then, because you were very dominating and everything in the bedroom.
It was very sarcastic. No, I just mean like I've always just kind of had a bite when I talk to people, so I can understand there being the moments where I'm kind of tearing you down, but then I'm like, oh, I'm sorry, and then I come back and try to take it back.
And I would fucking eat it up. And I was like, ugh.
That's abusive.
Oh man.
I'm sorry.
No.
That to you.
No. Hey.
Like, no.
It worked. It worked for me. It did things for me. Okay. That's the thing. Like, sure, I've been in some shitty situations before, and there's like a complete.
True.
There's like.
I'm very sorry for that.
It's okay. But there's like a complete like separation. I feel like when it comes to like, I don't know, some of that. I don't know. You were never intentionally anything bad.
Good.
But
I try not to be.
Yeah, but the like. It's like I dug that you weren't fully into me, if that makes sense. Like, it was like part of it and everything. And that's something I've learned about myself over the years. Oh gosh. Part of the whole thing was like, I felt lucky type of thing that I would even get the opportunity. Is this making any sense? Oh gosh.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Yeah, it was like, oh man, she's noticing me and I love it type of thing. Because a lot of the time there'd be a lot of that like gap of like, you wouldn't talk to me, or in my eyes, I felt like you were ignoring me. And then when you would like contact me, or I contact you and you'd talk to me again, I'd be like, oh shit. So in a way, that stuck.
So, are you trying to say I was your son dear?
What's that? What did you say?
Are you trying to say I was your son dear? Am I saying that right? Is that even? I don't know. I realize I've seen it written down, but I don't think I've had someone say it aloud.
Oh my gosh.
Are we just like embodying even further Yuri stereotypes? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I was very much like, oh, if she noticed me, I was like, done. Any plans? I always tell people this story about like, do you remember when like, what was it, like Journey played in our hometown? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
And I had tickets to it and everything. And then it was like the one time you hit me up and you're like, hey, well, you want to hang out? And I was like, fuck my plans! And she's coming over and I bailed.
Oh my god, really? I had no idea.
Yeah. Oh
No,
gosh.
you never told me that.
Throw out all my plans.
Can I state for the record, like, I wasn't, like, ignoring people outright. I was ignoring the world. I was diagnosed with depression very young, so I was just being an awkward hermit. This cool image she has of me is so funny. Like,
I did. I thought you were so cool. I thought you were the coolest, and I just wanted to impress you. I brought, like, do you hear all the cringy stuff I did?
Oh my God.
This is so cringy. I threw out my, like, concert tickets for you. I would bring friends over to your work just to try to impress you and make you, I wanted to make you wonder, like, maybe she'll think I'm dating her or something. And I would, what else did I do?
I was such a better person to you back then.
No, please don't. Please don't.
You're cute.
Please, I feel so, like, this is like, yo, I was like, and I would be like, okay, this is the time that I am gonna, like, confess feelings rightfully and stuff, and I would practice, and when I'm around you, I'd just be the shaking chihuahua. That's all I ever was around you, was like a shaking chihuahua fumbling with my words.
You did shake quite a bit.
I did.
She was cute. Leave me alone. I'm having nostalgia flashbacks with a very cute girl that I once knew and loved, okay? Leave me alone.
Oh, you shipped this? You can't ship
My friend
this?
told me this would happen. She's like, maybe you shouldn't do it because then you're gonna get shipped.
Yeah. It was so horrible. My mom didn't even know about it until I was like too old, and she was like, Aria, stop. She knows about it. She knows. I don't know if you know that, but she knows about us now and everything. Like,
you mentioned that you talked about it. Your mother is very sweet, and I was always worried what she'd think of me.
I always just remember the one time she walked in on us and we like jumped away from each other. I don't know if you remember that, but
I do.
But she like pulled me. Like, are you guys doing anything bad? And I think she thought we were like taking drugs or something because she didn't. I was like, no, and she's like, okay. And then later on, I was like, oh gosh, Mom, I'm so fucking gay.
And I was so nervous because the last time, like the last girl that I had been caught with, like, I mean, we weren't even like caught in the act or anything, but she was living with her aunt, and her aunt found out about us, and we like woke up in the morning and she basically said I was not invited over anymore. And so I couldn't stay the night at my friend's house even if there was other people around. So I was really nervous to like lose like that, like one, to lose that level of intimacy, and two, to like lose a friend in the same process.
That's so scary.
I was really, really nervous.
And my mom was so angry when I told her. She was like, I let you guys have sleepovers. You can't do that to me. It's so complicated with you being bisexual. See, for me, I came out to Mom as bisexual when I was 13. It was right before we met and everything. And then I didn't, but like, she wanted to know if I was pursuing anyone so she could separate us and everything if they were spending the night. And I didn't tell her that part. And then, but she would notice how, like, I don't know if you remember this, but I would like invite you to stuff and then you'd get too busy or something and not show up, and it would like break my heart, and it's totally okay. I'm not holding any hard feelings or anything. And then my mom would always see me like so depressed the rest of the night and everything.
I think the nice thing about it is that even after coming out to my mom, like, I still gotta have sleepovers. That was okay. Because at least that way I couldn't get pregnant, so she didn't care.
Yep. My mom didn't know how to deal with it.
Can you draw a thought?
A thought? That hoe
Yeah,
over there?
Yeah, dude. How did you get over your first love? How did you get over it?
Yo, am I telling you this in front of you? I slept with multiple women, to be honest.
Hey, you know what? That's how a lot of people do it.
Yeah.
How did I get over my first love? Well, firstly, I broke up with him, so it was a little bit easier to do. But he hung around. Like, we hung in the same group of friends, and we even ended up we bought prom tickets to go together. And by the time that prom rolled around, I was dating my high school crush. So I got over my first love by getting the guy that I always wanted. That was nice.
Wait, so which one was your first love? Was it K or D?
D.
Oh, it was D? Okay.
There was never anything for K.
Oh, I have a secret for you. Yo,
Yeah?
there's a secret that I've never told you.
Yeah.
Yo, my gosh. I tried to, oh my gosh. I don't even want to tell you.
It's fine.
So for
Go
K, after you
Yeah.
broke up with K, you were getting so serious about D, and I was so jealous. And so I asked out K.
You did?
I did, and I'm sorry. I'm
What?
fucking
You
sorry.
did?
I'm fucking sorry.
I never knew that.
Oh my god, I thought it would get back to you or something. It was really awkward and everything. Nothing happened, but I did, and I've never told you this, and I'm sorry. I'm
For your
sorry.
sake, I'm so happy nothing happened. He was a
Nothing.
piece of shit.
Yeah, no, nothing happened. He got me in his car or something, and he put his head in my lap. And I was really weirded out by it and everything, and I was like, oh, this is fucking weird. And I must have either made him drive me home, or I just got out and everything. Nothing happened at all other than that. I only did it to try to make you jealous, but I don't think I don't know what my plan was there. But it was bad, and I'm sorry.
I did nothing for 13 years.
I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry.
You don't have to be sorry. I'm sorry. He was a piece of shit.
Oh man, I really appreciate you being open about things, and I thank you for not being totally creeped out by me sharing with you all the fucking stories. I actually think now there's not anything left. I don't think.
It is a reason for me to be back. Bye, people. Never see you again.
I'll come back for a part 2, and I'm like, wait, there's all these other things. It is 1 a.m. on my end, so I think it's time to end the stream. So once again, can you guys please all thank her for answering all these questions and everything, and just chatting with me and everything. And yo, if I can somehow make it possible, I want you on my show sometime just to let's make people question shit and everything. It'll be fun.
Sure, whatever.
Yeah, whatever. You're still so cool, Pyrate. You're so
you're
cool.
still really cool too.
No, I've never been cool. I've never been cool.
Oh my god. We've both somehow managed to keep up the illusion that we are interesting people.
It's all an illusion. It's all an illusion.
All an illusion.
All right, guys. Goodbye,
Well,
everybody.
thanks for having me.
Yes.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you so much.